Hey, Charles Hoffman here from Plugin Alliance. Hum Audio Devices sells a hardware unit called the LAAL mastering limiter. LAAL stands for Look Ahead Analog Limiter. This limiter was designed to address a problem that mastering engineers who prefer to work with an entirely analog signal chain often encounter. Most analog limiters don't respond as quickly to transients as plugin limiters, meaning you can't push loudness as hard. Or you need to pull your mix back in the box to use a plugin limiter, interrupting that fully analog workflow. So Hum Audio Devices made this limiter, and not only does it compete with industry standard plugin limiters, it actually outperforms when it comes to preserving dynamic range and low-end energy, maintaining punch, and transparently increasing loudness. Previously, you had to spend nearly $10,000 to get your hands on the LAAL hardware, but through the power of analog modeling, this ultra-responsive limiter is now available as a plugin. It also includes added features not found on the hardware. To demo Hum Audio Devices' LAAL mastering limiter, start a free Megaplan trial using the link below. This will give you access to all of Plugin Alliance's products for 30 days. Using the LAAL mastering limiter is simple. Start by selecting release time, ranging from 2 to 100 milliseconds, and then drive the input gain to apply gain reduction. When the signal exceeds -5 dBFS, you'll see the gain reduction meter activate. The input and output values are stepped in 2 decibel increments, but you can boost or attenuate the gain in 0.2 decibel increments using the trim knob. Activating the fine switch allows you to free select values between 0.2 decibels. The same concept applies to the output gain. The controls on the opposite side of the interface are mirrored, so keep that in mind when you're making adjustments. Activating peak hold causes the meters to display their max peak value for an extended period. Enabling dynamic transient mode regenerates transients based on how hard the signal's hitting the limiter, which plays a significant role in preserving the space and details of your mix. Turning on the transformer switch activates the interstage audio transformers, adding subtle warmth and body to your mix. Detect Link L+R causes the limiter's detection circuit to analyze both channels when determining the amount of gain reduction to apply. For example, a peak in the left channel will cause gain reduction to be applied to the right channel when this switch is activated. Stereo width activates a stereo widening effect that gently increases the spaciousness of your tracks without compromising low-end energy in the center of your mix. This effect also collapses to mono without issues. Each stereo width knob position provides a different level of stereo widening. Power bypasses all of the plugin's processing, while limiter bypass only bypasses the limiting circuit. This allows you to continue using gain settings, make stereo width adjustments, and benefit from the transformers. We've covered all the features found on the hardware, but if you click this rectangle in the top right corner, additional plugin-only settings are displayed. The emphasis filter knob controls the amount of gain added to or removed from a soft shelving filter in the detection path. This shapes the signal's density below 1000 Hz. Adding a boost will cause the limiter to respond more aggressively to low-end material, while cutting will have the opposite effect. This detect link amount feature blends the detection link between 100%, which is on, and 0%, which is off. In-between values provide varying degrees of cross-channel detection. Ambience sends the difference between the dry and compressed signal to the output, letting you clearly hear the portion of the signal affected by limiting. With channel link turned on, adjusting a parameter will change the value of the mirrored parameter on the opposite side of the interface. Turning this off lets you make separate adjustments to each channel. The LAAL mastering limiter operates in left-right mode when you load the plugin, but you can switch to mid-side mode by clicking the mid-side button. You may want to limit the side channel more aggressively than the mid channel to create the perception of a fuller mix without sacrificing punch in the center of the stereo field. To reproduce the exact behavior of the original hardware, true peak limiting is not applied by default. However, you can turn this feature on to prevent harsh digital clipping from occurring between samples. In the center, there's a phase correlation meter and left-right balance meter. The TX drive knobs act as a headroom parameter for the transformer model. The higher you set the TX drive, the sooner the transformer saturates, causing more low and low-mid harmonic distortion. Lower settings make the transformer react more gently, keeping the low frequencies cleaner and tighter. This gives you precise control over how much character and warmth you want to add to your sound. There's a mono maker that lets you sum your low end into mono up to the selected frequency, and a parallel mix knob that allows you to apply parallel limiting effects. In the top left corner, you have a plugin bypass switch and UI scale feature. There are undo and redo buttons that affect changes made to parameters, and 4 parameter banks labeled A, B, C, and D. You can copy the parameters from one bank, paste them to another, experiment with different settings, and then revert to your original settings without losing your work. There's also an option to reset the current bank's parameters. Finally, it's possible to solo the mid and side channels, making it easier to hear how limiting is affecting your mix. To demo Hum Audio Device's LAAL mastering limiter, start a free Megaplan trial using the link below. This will give you access to all of Plugin Alliance's products for 30 days. If this video helped you out, give it a like and subscribe to the Plugin Alliance YouTube channel for more walkthroughs like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.